Hello. Who is translating the Russian today? Do we have a Russian?
Me.
Oh, you are? Okay, Daria.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. One second.
Thank
Let
you
me
so
put,
much.
yeah. I want to finish a little earlier today because I need to get ready for mixed nuts, okay? Schwensong's Tower. All right. Here we go. Class 8. So we are on ACI course 15, class 8. Homework review, Tibetan review. Question 1. Um, Panayitova, please read. Are you there? Panayitova? No? Is anyone here? Milan?
Hello.
Milan, read this.
Yes.
Please.
What, according to the middle way school, is the ultimate, also called ultimate truth or ultimate reality?
Yeah. What's the answer, Milan? Milan, what's the answer? Milan, there's no one here. Am I just gonna read everything? Fine, I'll do it. Ultimate truth or ultimate reality is the fact that nothing has any self-nature of its own. Um, they say that the ultimate or ultimate truth refers to emptiness, which is described as the fact that no existing object has a self-nature. Chitam cheki ngoon ni mepa ni tundam denpa yin. Um, um, ultimate truth is tundampa yin is um uh ni like the fact that ngoon ni nepa there is no essence chitamche to all things, right? Or of all things. All th there's no nature to all things. I don't know. All right. I'm just doing the whole homework and then we'll finish early. Even though this is probably the most important class of the whole AC of all ACI. Is there a difference in the middle way school between something being the ultimate and something existing ultimately? Why or why not? Yeah, something being ultimate should just be emptiness itself. Existing ultimately would be having no self-nature. Yeah. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, yeah. I was like, this is having a self-nature. Yeah, which nothing does. Okay. When they say something is the ultimate, they mean that it exists as ultimate reality or truth. When they say that something exists ultimately, they mean that it exists from its own side or by definition, which means it cannot exist at all. Okay. Dundam den par yupa exists ultimately. Uh-oh. No, exists as ultimate truth, excuse me, or the ultimate. Dundambaryupa is exists ultimately. All right, that's a good distinction. How many are there? Oof. All right, I'm just gonna keep going. Three. How does the middle way school describe deceptive reality? Uh, things seeming to have their own nature, but actually coming from you, from the karma that you did in the past. Mike Hoffman, read this, por favor.
They say that deceptive reality is that reality which achieves a certain state of mind, which is itself called truth. This reality called deceptive because it proves to be one way. It's really something else.
Your mic doesn't like us. It's canceling you instead of the noise. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, they say that deceptive reality is that reality which deceives a certain state of mind, which is itself called the deceived. This reality is called deceptive because it seems to be one way, self-existent, but is really something else, a projection forced on us by our karma. Kunzob Dempa, deceptive truth. Kunzob, deceptive. Yeah. Okay. You're all set up over there, Mr. Hoffman? Try again. Read this. Shouldn't you unmute the other mic? Mike? The other mic's mic? Mike? I'll give you a second. Loan, read this.
Yes.
Okay.
Now how does the mind-only school draw the difference between ultimate reality and deceptive reality?
Yeah. I guess ultimate reality in mind only is the fact that totality and Shenmong exist by definition. And deceptive reality is any constructs that you project onto things, not knowing they are constructs, something like that. Read this.
Yeah. They say that anything which exists by definition, meaning dependent things and totality, is an example of ultimate reality. They say that anything that doesn't exist by definition, meaning constructs, is an example of deceptive reality.
Yay, I got it. Usually
Yeah,
by the
thank you.
end of the course, anytime I take course 15, I got it. But then I forget it. I have to review it. Uh, okay. One more time, Mike Hoffman, you ready for me?
I think so. How's that?
It sounds perfect. Good.
Oh, yeah. All right. Explain how the consequence part of the middle way school describes what it means to exist as an external object.
Yeah. What do you got, Mike? What do you think?
The concept. All right, we're in middle way. What does it mean to
Prasangika,
exist?
yeah. Higher middle way.
Um, to exist as an external object means that we're being forced to perceive an external object based on our past memory.
Yeah. Yeah. We're projecting parts onto parts, but images onto parts of an object that seems outside of us due to our karma. All right, read this.
They say that physical objects which are not subsumed in our being such as trees and outside sounds, exist as external objects. Things like our arms are not external objects because they are physical things subsumed within our being.
Oh, this is just a definition of external object. It's just saying that our finger,
Oh, like literally, like what is an external object? Like what's the definition of an external object?
yeah, like fingernail as opposed to a branch on a tree or something. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Um, number six. Did anybody else come? Panitova, can you read?
Yes. Explain how the lower two schools, the higher knowledge Abhidharma school and the Sutrist school, describe what it means to exist as an external object.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. It's like Marik Pajepa or something. I forget how you say it, but it's like yeah, that which is it's like it starts at your hair or something because you can't feel it. You know, your hair is considered external because you can't like feel it. Anything you can't feel, something like that. Oh no. Oh no, we're talking about partless now. Uh-oh. Yeah. Partless atoms, yep. Um, go ahead, read this, Panitova.
They say something exists as an external object if it's something which consists of tiny, partless particles, physical particles with no sides. They extend particles to mean something which cannot be divided any further mentally, and something which is invisible in terms of time, something of inconceivably, vibly small duration.
Yeah, inconceivably. Yeah. So is this saying your body isn't an external object or made of partless parts? That's what confused me. I know about this for the lower schools of partless, but it confuses me. Like, so then your finger isn't made of partless parts because it's made of the elements instead? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I don't know why it's just external. Okay. Um, number seven, I'll read it. The followers of the lower half of the middle way school, the independent or Svatantrika group, may be divided into two philosophical camps. Name them. Oof. Um, I mean, there's ones who lean towards mind only, but I don't think he's talking about here. That here. Uh,
Oh, I
I
think this
don't
is
know.
that one. It's like sutras leaning and mind only leaning.
Oh, it is that one?
Yeah, and there's like one with like per perfect perception. It's like called something else. Mind only
Okay.
leaning is called something else. Deep
Yeah,
practice.
yeah, it's Neljorpa, um, or Neljorchupa. Okay, it is that. Oh, cool. I didn't think that I forgot he introduced that here. Yeah, they may be divided into those who are in certain of their beliefs closer to the Sutra school. These are sutras leaning independence, or closer to mind only school, also called deep practice school. These are practice leaning independence. Yeah. Yeah. Do de chupa Uma Rangyupas independent leaning independence middle wayers who lean towards sutra. Okay, Dode sutra, Chupa practitioners of the sutras, or yeah, Nyeonjor Chupa, um, Umarangupas or Chupe, deep practitioner or mind only school, leaning Umarangupas, lower middle way. independent school middle way. All right, good. This homework is potent. Low on, read this one. Number 8.
Yeah, one of these terms describe in that a different way what it means to exist as an as eternal object. Name them and stay their belief. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know. Wrong chick, uh, autonomous, unitary, and self-standing? Rangwa Chen? No, autonomous. Wait, wrong. No, Rangwa Chen. Takpa chick Rangwa Chen. That's what I. If it's the sutra school, but I don't know. Oh no, not. I was wrong. This one. Read the slow one.
Yes, other suggest learning independent say that say that something exists as an ex- eternal object if it is something which consists of tiny physical particle with no identifiable identifiable or perceptible sides.
Yeah, identifiable.
Identifiable.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Um, yeah, I forgot that one. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but that's what they believe. Okay. Um, number
Okay.
9.
So is there any way to choose oh, there's only one option.
Hello? What what are you referring to? Why are you interrupting me?
Sorry.
Go. What did you say though? What option? Okay. Um, Mike, read this one.
This question has two separate parts. What do the members of the mind-only school and those of the independent part of the middle way school who lean towards them in points such as these have in mind when they say that nothing exists as an external object? B. What do the consequence group and the independents who lean the other way have in mind when they say that they are wrong?
Woo, here we go. Okay, A. What do members of the mind-only school have in mind when they say that nothing exists as an external object? I think they're saying that things are in the foundation consciousness and not uh they're not external to the foundation consciousness. Okay, and B, um, what do the consequence group and the independents who lean the other way have in mind when they say they are wrong? There is no foundation consciousness, and things are just uh, parts that are projected with images. Mm. Mike, you tell us.
I gotta read it though. All they are saying is that
Yeah,
things, sorry, all they are saying is that things don't exist as external objects in the way that the lower two schools describe an external object. They're not saying that there are not objects which are external to our being.
that's
B,
true. That's true. Yep, exactly. I don't think he really addresses foundation consciousness in this course. He mentions it in course 5, but he they mean that there are external objects. They're just in the foundation consciousness and not outside of it. But read B too.
These two schools say that when we speak of external objects existing or not, we don't have to address the idea of external as it is presented in the two lower schools.
Hmm. Okay, that's nice. I like not addressing things. Um, I mean, probably because they just don't believe in the foundation consciousness at all. But the two, but mind only is not a lower school. Is not the one of the two lower schools. It's one of the two higher ones. So I don't know. Uh, I don't quite get that answer. Okay, number 10. Panitova. Podlatska czytaj.
What does the mind-only school mean when they say that the valid perception, which is the subject that perceives a physical object, and the physical object which is perceives, are of the same substance? Tibetan track, also Tibetan.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Okay, now this is foundation consciousness. Um, that the same seed produces both the perception and the thing being perceived, right? The perceives the perceiving organ and the perceived object, something like that. Yeah. And it's supposed to be in the kunshi, in the foundation consciousness. Read this, Panitova.
They do not mean that the physical object is made of the same stuff as the mind. Rather, they mean that the subject and the object have grown from a single karmic seed.
Exactly. Go ahead. Read it to Ben.
An sugdin ki tsema, dzeshen ki tonpa.
Yeah, translate. The tsuk,
Object,
yeah, tang,
and
the tsukzin.
subject,
Ooh, perfect. What does it literally mean? Tsukzin.
a hold form.
Yeah, the object holder, meaning the subject perfectly. Um, our tongpa,
Empty,
yeah, of being shen,
other substantial,
other substance of a different substance. Ma shen, they are the same substance. They're not another substance, right? Um, it is a tema.
a valid perception.
Yeah, the valid perception of uh the objects are empty of being a different substance. They are the same substance. Um, it is valid to say that. Something like that. It's a valid perception that both of them come from the same substance. Okay, good. Pretty good. Last one. Explain where the name of the mind only school comes from. Actually, I don't know if Geshe really knew the answer when he wrote this, because he was studying this while he wrote this. So he knew some answer, but in my understanding now, with Geshe, after studying mine only for another like 10 years, um, for like the last 10 years, is that this word mind actually just means kunshi. The world is only in your kunshi. That's all there is. But that's not the answer he put here. Here, I'll read it. Jason Kopp explains this point in his Illumination of the True Thought. Ooh, we're teaching that book these days. The first he first quotes the Sutra of the 10th level, which says that these three realms of existence are mind only. He goes on to explain that the real meaning of mind only here is that the mind is the main thing that creates the world and not something physical or some creator god. That's true. He says that the expression mind only is therefore only an abbreviation for the expression mind alone is the main thing. The way that the mind creates the world is by causing us to collect karma. The point is not that we just make up the world with our mind. That's true. Like there's still like rocks and stuff, um, and they're not like our mind, but everything comes from our mind. And mind is synonymous with the word foundation consciousness in this context. So it's both. All right. That's it. Okay. Uh, thank you so much. That was class 8. I will see everybody on Monday for more ACI. Heads up, every day in July up until July 26th, I'll be teaching ACI. So if translators can help me, I appreciate it. Just adding Sundays because of the retreat schedule and my vacation schedule. So we can talk about it more, but that's the idea. I think it's every day. I'll give you the exact date soon. I think the first Sunday, not. Okay. All right. We'll figure it out. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Dr. Ward.
Come to Song's Tower. I will be um I'll be the victim. You can watch me squirm for once. Um and I will call on you if given the chance in class too, okay? Especially if your reading's good, because it makes my teacher happy. Okay? So here's a link. In 26 minutes, we'll have class. Okay? All right. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for coming. Take care.